Hi everyone and welcome to class today. My name is Teacher Will and today we're going to be doing a writing workshop. So I'll give you different sort of paragraphs, their situations, and we'll practice writing. So you have 20 minutes to write something, and after we review together and go through any vocabulary or grammar or things that need to be changed. So as soon as we get people in here, we'll get started. And there's a familiar face. How's it going, Igor? And you're on mute. I think you're still loading into this. So.
Hello, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's
how's your cat?
my cat is just lazy as always. Lying on my couch and eating and getting to the toilet.
Does he lick himself, or is it a boy or girl?
It's a boy.
Okay. Does he lick himself a lot?
I think he does.
That's cool. I have. Do you know I have a cat too? Or my girlfriend has a cat, I should say.
Well, I had no knowledge of that before you told me.
Yeah, he has this thing where he likes to lick me too, so it's really fun. I just go sit next to him.
Well, I don't like when my cat licks me because their tongues, they're like brushes.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It like kind of hurts, but not completely. It's difficult to describe the feeling of a cat licking your face.
Yeah, it's moistury.
Yeah, and I think the problem is My girlfriend always says, "Oh, you lick your butt with that." Like they lick everything. So
Yeah. They lick everything they can reach.
exactly. I don't know if you. This isn't the right class for that, but would you rather have a cat or a dog lick you? I think is an interesting question.
I like my cat, so I'd rather have my cat.
Yeah, I think dogs, their tongues are a lot more wet. They're slimier.
Well, they just much more work to be handled with.
That's
Really,
true.
yeah.
Although I took out my cat's litter the other day, and they go to the bathroom a lot.
Yeah, my cat can even sometimes not go to its litter box, but just to the toilet.
Your cat can use the toilet?
Yeah, but it's he doesn't do it always. I wish
Okay.
I wish he would.
I know. I need to train my cat to do that. Was that a long process to have him use the toilet?
No, it was nothing of a process. It's like sometimes he does it. I didn't even teach him doing this.
Like one day you woke up and your cat is sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, I've seen this a couple of times, but as I said, it's a rare occurrence. But it's
But
still,
with no wait. I don't know if I believe this. With no training, he just like appeared one day.
this cat is it's kind of smart. It even can open doors that are closed. Like there is this this key that you could slide over, and it's kind of it's kind of high for him to reach it, but he just jumps and move it away with his paw.
Wow. Okay. You definitely have a smarter cat than I do. I have to rescue my cat. There 2 times I had to climb in our building. Like one time almost died because our cat was he like jumped into a balcony and the other he was like in the center of our building and but like in between all of the apartments. So you had like
So he was outside on some kind of porch or something like that.
yeah, it's like you have a square of all these buildings. So each of these is a different apartment, and then in the center you have Tiger. And you're just like meow, meow, and I literally had to. Do you know what parkour is?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
It's a parkour. It's a sport, maybe. I don't know.
I see. It's like when you jump from long buildings, tall buildings, and I think it's a art of free running and free
Yeah,
falling.
yeah. Free falling is a little different. But yeah, it's. I had to do that to save our cat.
So yeah,
So I was
yeah.
like jumping on walls and using ladders and things.
Your cat is fortunate to have you around.
I don't know what he would do if I weren't around. He would probably not be alive. He's not the smartest cat in the world.
Does he appreciate your help?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It's when he was younger. Do you have like scratches and bite marks all on your arms for your cat?
I used to have those, but right now I don't have them. It's like my cat become much better in this regard. He doesn't scratch me anymore.
Yeah, I think that happens with age when they become more mature.
My cat is 13 years old right now, so
Oh
maybe
wow.
that's the case.
Yeah. What is that? What are cat years again? Is it 5 years or 6 years?
Sorry?
When you say like cat years, like one human year is equal to how many cat years? About like I know for dogs, it's I think 7 years.
I see. So how cat years match up to human years?
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe like 8 years, maybe or maybe 5 years. Well, I think cats generally live longer than dogs.
It's like, I actually don't know how long dogs live. Let's
Well,
see.
My girlfriend had a dog, and this dog was 2 years younger than my cat. And this dog is already dead, but my cat is still alive.
Here you go. Oh wow! I just found this. So your cat is 73 human years old.
So my cat is he's an oldie.
He's an old man, but he's still smart. That's good that he's that intelligent.
Yeah.
Did you buy him yourself, or was he like from family, or?
Well, this cat was gifted to my sister on her birthday, but my sister had moved to another city, so I had to take over this cat.
Were you really excited at the time, or were you angry?
I wasn't angry, so we were really young those times, and we both were living with our parents, so this cat was living with me for all my life, so I already knew what I was up against.
Who chose the name?
My sister.
What's its name?
Prince.
Prince. I like that. It's a cool cat, and he's a Persian cat, right?
Persian?
The type of cat.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, maybe not.
It's Siamese.
Sorry. My cat. Yeah, my cat knowledge is not very high.
That's no problem. How old is your cat?
He is. So I say my cat. I really should say my girlfriend's cat. He is 1 year and a couple months, so he's still a baby.
Well, it's a full-grown cat.
They grow up really quickly.
Yeah, so it's an adult in cat's time scale.
No, I think he's still like 6 years old, 7 years old. He's not in his like teenage years where he's really emotional, and I'm still waiting for that time.
Does he run a lot around the house?
Oh yeah, like all the time. He's kind of like a dog, really.
Yeah, when they're this young, they just do crazy things, and they have a lot of energy.
We made sure we did they do neutering or spaying? It's when they cut off the private parts.
I don't know what you mean.
They remove the reproductive systems of the animals.
Castrate.
Yeah. That sounds so bad to me. Though. I hear that and I'm just like, ow.
My cat was castrated, but it wasn't castrated by me. It was castrated by my. I couldn't do this to my cat.
Probably a good thing. I don't think.
It's like I understand this kind of things, so I couldn't do this to my cat.
No, it feels like you're betraying them. It's like I'm so sorry, Prince.
Yeah. Well, I came back home and I already saw this happen to my cat.
Was he? Did they give him drugs for the pain after the surgery?
Well, yeah, and he was trying to recover from this medicine for a week. Like he was walking like a moonwalk.
It's the funniest thing, isn't it? I still remember because Tiger has a lot of energy, and all of a sudden he's like trying to walk on the floor, and he'll like hit a wall and.
Yeah. Like drunk walk.
Exactly.
And also his eyes, that indicated he was drunk or something. just days or something like that.
Did he have like cross eyes or something? Was he?
Well, you know, his eyes were not perfectly centered. Like they were not in a perfect center.
Okay.
So they were kind of crooked. I don't know.
Oh, cat eyes. All right, so I think it's just going to be you and me today. You and me today, Igor. So you will get plenty of writing practice, and then if there's time left over at the end, which it depends. I remember last time I think I had the full. It was the cat and dogs, and you wrote like an entire story that I submitted to a publishing company. No. I'm sure we'll have plenty to work with. So I will share the Google document with you right now.
So I've been to writing class with you before.
So you know how everything works. Would you prefer to write in? Oh wait a sec, that's the wrong link. Sorry. Would you prefer to write in the Google document or just in like Microsoft Word and then copy it?
Well, I think Google Documents would work just nicely.
Got it. So I will copy this link very quickly. Anyone can edit, share the link.
What am I writing about?
Ah, that's a wonderful question. So I gave 5. I think is it 5? 5 different situations. I think you may have seen some of these before. No, 7 situations. Sorry, I built this out. So we have reaching out. This is a business one. Oh wait, sorry, I'm not screen sharing. Let me. We have situation 1. This is a business one. And you have situation 2. It's kind of another one of those fun ones that I think you might enjoy. Lucky in Love one. I think I've only had one romantic. Well, out of all the writing classes, I've only ever had like one person do the romance one.
Let me guess, it was a woman who wrote.
I don't know actually. Housing problems, writing a formal letter, year in review, very appropriate because I think we only have a month and a half left. And this one I like, you can just teach me about anything or tell me about hobby, skill, passion, etc. And then the debate topics. So I provide some samples, but if not, I would love to hear a specific argument you have. So would you just mind typing your name here so I know the document is working?
I feel it.
Perfect.
Just below this line of yours.
All right, so now because I'm learning technology every day, are you ready for this? I don't know if I had this when I did this earlier with you. Countdown timer. So when you look on the screen, you'll know how much time you have left. I'll also say at 5-minute intervals, I'll say, hey, you have 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute. But yeah, I don't think there's any confusion here. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, Igor, I'm giving you 20 minutes, and I'm expecting some wonderful writing from you. You always do fun things, so I'm looking forward to seeing this. All right.
Okay, ready, go.
Go. Oh, there we go. All right, that's 5 minutes down. You have 15 minutes remaining. And Araceli, I see you're joining a little into it. If you can click the document, the Google document in the Google chat box, in the Verbling chat box, excuse me, and just write your name here. Perfect. And I think I can give you a little extra time maybe when I'm working with Dimitri. You can have an extra couple minutes, but just a quick summary. We have a business situation here. One's kind of a fun, imagined one that Igor's doing, excuse me. A romantic situation. Another formal one. Kind of fun year in review here. Something where you can teach us, and kind of an argument form where you choose a topic that you want or one of the ones that I provided, and you make an argument. So just whenever you're ready, you can get started on any of those, and I'll make sure I'll give you extra time.
Okay.
So,
what kind of writing am I supposed to do?
so you can choose whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay, but I have to write on one of the situation, but like how long or what kind of writing?
So the kind of writing is different for each situation. Like this one
Okay.
is a job application, so it's
Uh-huh.
a little more formal. This one is kind of a story or creative writing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll read them one to one.
And Igor, sorry about that. You look like my roommate, and my roommate's name is Dimitri, so I keep seeing your picture, and it's confusing me. All right, so Igor, you're halfway done. Araceli, I'll say you have 15 minutes. Excuse me. All right, Igor, you have 5 minutes. I'll say Araceli, you have 10 minutes. Okay, Araceli, Igor said he's done, so I think I'll start reviewing him so we can have time for you. So keep going, and I'd say around 5 minutes maybe. And I guess if we're distracting you, you can mute us. So let's go to the Google Doc. I didn't finish the timer. Okay, but that's good. You guys are fast. All right. Igor, would you like to read your wonderful tale for me?
Okay, if you insist. Hello there. I'm sending this distress call to whoever finds it. I'm all alone out here, and I don't even know where I am exactly. We were passengers of the board 341 from Moscow to Mexico. There were a lot of us, but I think I'm the sole survivor. I'm on some kind of island right now. The island is not very big, and I managed to comb through the whole area. There is some fresh water here and a scarce amount of food, mostly fruit and berries. I can't live on this kind of diet. I'm going to faint if nobody finds me in a matter of 20 days or so. I'm looking at the horizon right now, and all I see is endless stretch of oceanic water. My cell phone isn't working here. Maybe not because there is no cell phone signal coverage here, but because it was crushed at the moment of the plane's impact with the water. That reminds me, if you go to the authorities with this letter, please tell them to look for me in the area that surrounds the crash site. I hope they know exactly where the plane went missing. One last thing, my name is Jerry Hampton. My wife's name is Samantha Hazen. She lives on Butcher Street 35, apartment 12. It's in the United States, sorry, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Please inform my wife of my fate. She deserves to know. Tell her to live the way she always wanted to live. She'll know what it means. Also, please, tell her to live on if I don't return. I don't want her to spend her best years mourning for me. I'll always love her and watch after her from whenever we go after our death.
Bravo, Dimitri. The picture's confusing me so much. You and my roommate are like twins. Well done, Igor. Do you actually know someone named Jarek Henson?
No.
Interesting name. All right, so mainly just some small changes and some more advanced grammar things. So I guess some of the easy things are whenever you have the red lines here, that usually means there's a spelling error. So how do we spell Pittsburgh?
Who knows?
Strange city, got that H and N, Pennsylvania 2N, super small details. But let's go through the beginning. Hello there. Send this stretch to all whoever finds it. Although not here, don't even know exactly. Pastor. So board, we don't say board, we say flights. Passengers. A lot of times with flight, you don't even need the article. So we're passengers of flight 341 from Moscow to Mexico. There are a lot of us, but I think I'm the... So a soul is what people think you have when you die. Oh, Adithella, you're done. If you want to join here, we're going to go over learn a little stuff. So
I misspelled it, so it's S-O-L-E.
Bingo. I'm the soul survivor. I think I'm the sole survivor. I'm on some kind of island right now. The island is not very big, and I managed to comb through the whole area. So, this sentence right here. There is some fresh water here and a scarce amount of food. This is a full sentence. And then when you say mostly fruit and berries, that is not a complete sentence. So you can't use a comma here.
Okay.
We have to change this. So you could maybe...
Only mostly fruit and berries there are here.
I think I would do... No, or even just a small... This is just a punctuation thing. Because if I do this, then this is what's called a run-on sentence, because you have a full sentence before a comma. If there is some fresh water here and a scarce amount of food, and then mostly fruit and berries. So you need to change that. You could either do this, semicolon, or I would even say double dash is better. Is that? Let's see if that joins. No, mostly fruit and berries. Can't live on this kind of diet. I'm going to faint and nobody finds me of a matter of 20 days or so. I'm looking at the horizon right now, and all I see is... What do I put in this blank? I need something before endless stretch.
The endless stretch of oceanic water.
An endless stretch of oceanic water.
An endless.
My cell phone isn't working here. And again, this is a similar thing from before. When you start here, maybe not because there is no cell phone coverage here. That's not a full sentence. There's something.
Well,
like,
it's a clause.
It's an incomplete. It's a subordinate clause, is the technical term, but it's not. There's no. We need a subject there. So my cell phone isn't working here.
Put a comma.
Say, even maybe connect that from board. Maybe not, because And when you have maybe not because there is no cell phone coverage here, I'm thinking that's kind of a double negative. So I would say maybe not because of a lack of phone coverage here, because it was crushed at the moment of the plane's impact with the water. That's a tragic story. That reminds me, if you go to the authorities with this letter, please tell them to look for me in the area that surrounds the crash site. Small thing surrounding the crash site. I hope they know exactly where the plane went missing. ... One last thing. My name is Jarek Henson. My wife's name is Samantha Henson. She lives on Butcher Street. So again, really small detail. In America, we put numbers before 35 Butcher Street, apartment 12. It's in the United States. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Please inform my wife of my fate. She deserves to know. Tell her to live the way she always wanted to live. She'll know what it means. Also, please tell her to live on. If I don't return, I don't want her to spend her best years mourning for me. I'll always love her and watch after her from... Do you mean whenever? Like a specific time? Wherever. Oops. Wherever we go after our death. Dimitri, beautiful. Absolute. That's poetic right there. I don't know if you know what the... I can't remember the name of the award. Pulitzer Prize. You have a chance of winning Pulitzer Prize.
I don't have any chance of winning this.
Very well done now. All right. Araceli, would you like to read for us?
Yes.
Don't
Okay.
mind. Oh, whoop. Sorry.
This is not as funny as as it was.
This situation is less of a funny situation, I think. This is...
No.
That's the thing, is I want you to practice what you need practice for. So I think you want to practice being funny, and if you need to practice writing formal things, then I'm happy that you were learning that.
I have to write this kind of very, very formal letters for my exam.
Perfect.
I'm taking CAE, but I find much more fun in your style. But I think if I write it this way, I won't pass the exam, so I have to go to formal letters. But it's boring.
It's okay. After the exam, you can write the fun things.
Yes, whatever I like. I will forget formal expressions. But anyway, dear sirs, I am sending you this email to express my dissatisfaction with the attention I have received from your company regarding my recent vacation booking. As you probably know, I made a reservation for a cruise to the Bahamas, which was due to sail tomorrow morning. Our family has not has.
No,
Our
family has. That's good.
has spent weeks preparing for that trip, and both my husband and I have reserved days off at work to be able to enjoy this experience with our kids. I could not be more surprised when I received this morning your SMS informing us that the cruise has been cancelled. Furthermore, you have not informed us at all in that message about the circumstances that had led to that undesirable decision. Neither have you done so about when you are planning to reschedule the trip in case you are going to do so. As you are doubtless aware, this situation has caused our family a lot of inconvenience and stress. I do not think the use of SMS is a proper way of communicating, I should say, such an important alteration. I communicate.
We'll read through it now. We'll go through a second time to help correct.
Yeah. So, it's not a proper way of communicating such an important alteration in our vacation reservation. And as a consequence, I must urge you to reply to this letter in order to give us as much information about the matter you have available. I look forward to your response. Yours faithfully, Aracelianus.
Very well done. And I would be afraid to receive this letter. Okay, so I think a good thing is because you don't know who this is going to. I'd say when you're writing something formal and you don't know who the receiver, or the recipient is, excuse me. Yeah, we have one phrase, I guess, that's really, really popular. Have any idea? It starts with two.
It concerns, to whom it concerns, or
Yeah, so close. To whom it may concern.
it may concern. Okay,
Yeah.
I try to memorize that.
Oh, sorry. And that's capitalized as well. To whom it may concern, I'm sending you this email to express my dissatisfaction with the attention I've received from your company for my recent vacation booking. As you probably know, I made a reservation for a cruise to Bahamas due to self family. Spent weeks, and again, yeah, family. That was good. It is family has spent because it's just third person there. Weeks preparing for that trip.
Yeah. Okay.
I could not be more surprised. So, I think there's a small tense change you need here. If you're talking about the past.
I could have not been more surprised.
Yeah, very close. I could not have been more surprised when I received this morning. Word order thing. I received your SMS this morning informing us the cruise has been canceled. And I think I would say good to just end that as a sentence, because the longer you try to keep sentences going, the more complicated the punctuation gets in terms of how it reads. Furthermore, this, I would say, should be a different tense, not have not. I don't think, because you're not connecting it here.
Right.
Just didn't. You didn't inform us at all in that message about the circumstances
Okay.
that undesirable decision. And small things, not neither here, but nor.
Oh, yes. When should when should I use neither?
So it's normally the construction is kind of, so I'm just gonna see, how can I do this? All right, I'm just gonna scroll down really quickly to. So it's usually neither nor is how it works.
Neither. Okay. So okay.
So when you say in the first part, when you give me the yeah, I don't know, I did that down there. Sorry. So when you have this, you didn't inform us. That's kind of the first, that functions as the neither for that first part. So furthermore, you didn't. You could say neither did you. You could technically think of that. You didn't inform us at all about the circumstances that led to that undesirable decision, nor have you done so. Yeah.
Yes, this is a mistake taken from Spanish, because in Spanish we use past perfect, but talking about something that happened before in the same day, kind of that. But in English it doesn't make sense.
Well, you can I think say that had led to this, nor did you. I think the one thing I'm confused about in this sentence that led to the undesirable decision, nor your plan to reschedule. Okay. So maybe I would say, or did you tell us maybe about when you were planning to reschedule the trip? In case you're going to do so. Indudable. This is actually doubtless. We don't use like that, as you are surely or certainly. Whatever you like better. I think those are both pretty equal. You're surely aware the situation has caused our family a lot of inconvenience and stress. I do not think the use of yeah, even it would be an SMS oddly, but I think SMS is you don't need that necessarily. SMS is a proper way of communicating such an important alteration in our vacation reservation. As a consequence, I must urge you to reply to this letter in order to give us as much information about the matter.
As much information you have available.
As much information
you have available about the matter, maybe? Change the order?
No, this is missing as much. We need an as somewhere in here. As much information, or that, as much information about the matter as you have available.
Ah, okay.
You can kind of move those around now. As much information as you have available about the matter. Like if you want to move this here, that's okay. I look forward to your response. Yours faithfully, Araceli Alonso. All right. I think that's very well done. I think those are mainly for both of you guys. I think those are just small little changes in terms of advanced like punctuation, which is a super small thing, and small grammar things. But that's some really good writing, guys. Seriously.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions, I guess, about corrections or grammar things, or maybe how Igor's story ends, or how if Araceli gets a refund?
Who's Derek Henson?
Who is Jarek Henson? That is, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight because I don't know who Jarek Henson is.
And what is location?
How did you think of that name? This is what a Google image search for Jarek Henson gets you. This is Jarek Henson. This is him right here. Or maybe is this Jarek Henson? This could be Jarek Henson. Who is Jarek Henson? Even that helps us even less.
I didn't know there was a guy like this.
It's one of those memories we're never going to find out. It's a mystery.
I hope he is not from Ireland.
But he lives in Pittsburgh, which is an interesting place. Why Pittsburgh?
Well, I was thinking of Pence, the NHL team.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
And you made up an address and everything?
Yeah.
So maybe it exists.
That's what was your address? 35 something Street, Pittsburgh.
Butcher Street.
Did you made up the address?
Well, the street is made up.
It doesn't exist. I guess.
It doesn't exist in Pittsburgh or anywhere. But
35 Butcher Street. Maybe he said Pennsylvania though. Let's try 35 Butcher Street, Pennsylvania. No. You have. Oh wait, Butcher Lane. Here we go. This is Butcher Lane if you want. They don't. Nothing. You can't.
maybe someone there is going to receive a message or a
can't
letter.
get a street.
I'm going to be blackmailed by people who live there.
Oh boy. All right. I think we're about out of time today. Thank you guys so much for a really enjoyable lesson. Araceli, good luck on the CAE. I hope everything goes well. And Jarek, I'm sure I'll see you soon again too.
That's for the corrections. It was a hard class.
Perfect. Bye guys.
Come on.
See you, Igor.